Hi, my name's Nicole Vogler, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about why and how I web enhance my courses. I use web enhancement for pretty much all of my face-to-face courses. I typically teach in a computer lab because I'm teaching composition, and so it's really handy to have the web enhancement feature. It saves me a ton of time because instead of having to email out links to every single assignment from semester to semester, I can simply upload everything into Blackboard, and then students can access it anytime they want to. They really like that because if they happen to miss a class or they just want to go back and review something that we've gone over in class before, they can always get into our Blackboard course and access all of the class files. I like it because it saves me paper as well. I hand out a paper copy of the syllabus, but other than that, I hardly ever hand out anything on hard copy, and I rarely ask students to hand anything in on paper. So I feel like it's a little bit greener way to do things. Web enhancement is excellent because I can copy all the information over into the next semester. So if I really liked a certain video or liked a link, I don't have to keep all of that information somewhere on my computer. I can store it all in Blackboard and then just continue to reuse it and make changes as needed each semester. Another nice feature of web enhancement is that it allows students to check their own grades. So instead of me receiving a lot of emails from students wondering how they're doing in the class, they can simply click on the My Grades button and easily see how they're doing, what their overall percentage is in the class, which assignments they've missed, and which assignments are coming up to help them calculate what they need to score on future assignments to get the grade that they want. I'll give you a little tour of my Blackboard class just so that you can kind of see the features that I've loaded, how I've organized the information, and how I use web enhancement. This is the Blackboard site that I use for my Composition 2 course, which is a web-enhanced face-to-face course that meets in a computer lab. I just want to give you a sense of how I organize the content in Blackboard and then give you a little peek into just a typical week's worth of content. I have everything broken up into units. So if we look at Unit 2, for example, you can see that I have the assignment listed as well as the link that students will use to submit their paper. And then if we go down, I have all of the weeks organized so that students know what we're going to cover in class each day, as well as their homework assignments. And then I typically have the major due dates or class holidays in bold so that students will be aware of that. If we just open up week 5, for example, you can see why I really like using Blackboard. It allows me to put a lot of different types of content into just one folder, and students only have to go to one page in order to find everything. So for instance, I have a Word document in this first item, which is just a chart that they will download and then use during class. If they want to save it to their computer, that's fine. If they still want to have a hard copy, they're welcome to print it out. Then I have a couple sample advertisements, and again, rather than having to find these and email them out to students, I can have them access them here, and I can easily switch these out if I want to use some different videos. And then if we scroll down a little bit further, I have a PowerPoint that I'll use in class, so if a student is sick and can't make it to class or just wants to be able to access that PowerPoint later to watch it again, they have it right there. And then there's a website, and if I click on that, it will actually take me to a separate page. And again, it just keeps me from having to write the website on the board or email it out to students. They can just go directly here. And since we're talking about analyzing advertisements for how they appeal to viewers' character or values, this is kind of a handy site that compiles together presidential campaign commercials. Here I have a more recent commercial advertising a product called the Hurricane, which is just kind of a more humorous way to get students to look at the topic that we're discussing this week. And then finally, there's a journal that students can complete online, and all they have to do is click on the name, and then it will take them to a separate site, and they can go down here and click Write Submission to go ahead and type their entry or write it in Microsoft Word and upload it. And then they always know that they have their assignment in case they want to come back to it later in the semester, unlike a hard copy which they could easily lose.